Hello folks, welcome back to another review and thoughts on, yeah, I've been gone for a while, for weeks. This heat is just killing me. I mean, yeah. But anyway, how's everybody's summer going? Pretty good? Pretty good? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so Echo Valley, which is an Apple Plus or Plus Apple movie production, whatever. Or it's on Amazon, I guess, as well. But it stars Sydney Sweeney, who we know from Euphoria, Julianne Moore, who plays the mother. Sydney plays the daughter. You have a few other. There's not a lot of people in this movie, but it deals with Kate, played by Julianne Moore. Pretty much Kate's secluded life is interrupted by her troubled daughter when she shows up frightened and covered in someone's blood. As Kate unravels the truth, she learns how far she'll go for her child. So yeah, it's a thriller drama. This reminded me almost like a. This is based off a novel, because like it's pretty generic in a way. It's not a horror movie. I mean, it's more, I wouldn't say realistic, but in terms of the subject matter of, because spoilers in this review, by the way. Pretty much the daughter, she's a drug addict. Pretty much Julianne Moore plays Kate, who's again, she lives on a farm alone. I guess recently she was married to another woman, and then that woman, I think she passed. I don't remember how. Oh, she passed by, I guess, a horse flipped her. Pretty much, she fell off of the horse. She like got launched off the horse somehow. Pretty much, a horse killed her, in a way. Is how she explained it to the person. But yeah, but then she also talks to her ex-husband, who is still in her life, sorta, but not really. Because at the first, we meet him in the first few minutes of the movie. She goes to him for money because the farm is not doing so well. The roof is caving in, but she needs money. Sydney Sweeney's character drops in after being gone for a long while. Pretty much she tells Julianne Moore's character, she broke up with her boyfriend because he was a douchebag and threw his clothes over a bridge or something. They contained drugs, and the drug dealer's after me and him, so we need your help. Or at least she needs her help, but then stuff happens to where this movie tries to get you to think a bit of, if you're a parent, I'm not a parent, but if you are a parent, how far would you go for your kid if they committed a crime, such as murder? Or would you kill for them in a way as well? Or cover up the murder? So this movie does try to do that. Does make you think and wonder. And you sort of, if anything, I liked, okay, the positives I can give the movie, the cinematography was decent. It's written by, if I can get the guy's name, or is it Brad? I don't even know how to say his last name, but it's co-produced by Ridley Scott. And yes, that Ridley Scott from Alien and, Prometheus, Alien Convent, Convent, whatever it is. But yeah, he co-produced this as well, which, okay. But it's directed by Michael Pearce, or Pearce. Maybe Pearce? I don't know what else he's done, because I haven't seen anything else from him. But the writing could have been better in terms of, at one point at one point in the movie, the one drug dealer, after, Sydney Sweeney shows up to her mom's doorstep for help. Drug dealer comes in. His name's Jackie. Drug dealer Jackie beats her up a bit in the yard. The mom sees it, tells him to get off her property. He shows up later on. She pays him off the money that her ex-husband gave her to fix the roof in the barn or house. But she thinks he'll be gone. She thinks the drug dealer leaves them alone. Turns out he comes back. He hits her up for more cash. And this is where I was frustrated with Mom. Because if she's willing to, dispose a body for her daughter, and nobody knows who this guy is when he comes on her property. Nobody's seen him come there. So if anything, he's staying there because he ends up making demands of her getting. He wants her to pay her. He wants her to pay him $10,000 or whatever it was, or $150,000 or whatever it was, and he's gonna watch her like a hawk, basically, but prevent her from other things. But then also wanting her to get him the money, which I'm like, how's she gonna do that if you're threatening to, tell people what happened, how with the body, and But this whole time, this guy's living in her house for like maybe 2 days, possibly, maybe one. But at no point does she ever think to like try to kill this guy at all, like poison him, or when he's sleeping, sneak in his room and just nope. She like just does what he says because he'll tell that I'm like, at all this time, like, you can't just. And then she has this one friend, Leslie, I believe is the lady's name. Yeah, no, Jesse. I thought it was okay. Anyway, so I guess the friend Jesse, she at one point, or she comes in the movie, and she's like a really good friend, ride or die friend as well. I'll just say that she's like hardcore. I'm helping you out, and you need it, however you want it done, I'm there. So I liked her character. Granted, we don't know much about her other than that Julianne Moore's character and her know each other from years and years, I guess. And she's also a lesbian as well, which, okay. I didn't mind her partner either. She seemed cool. But yeah, like, the movie, like, it tries to do this whole thing at the end where, it tries to leave it ambiguous, it tries to give the viewer, I guess, it's gonna let you choose what she does. Does she let her daughter back in, or does she kick her to the curb? I'm like, kick her to the curb, because you see text messages between her and the boyfriend of, I can make her do whatever I want. She'll give me the money. Like, she's literally plotting against her own mom. I know she's under I know she's for the drugs, but still, there's a limit to, the fact that the mom sees the text messages, and, the mom, and then Sydney Sweeney is not really in this movie as much, which I will say the acting in this was fine to decent. Julianne Moore, I'm not the biggest fan of her. I know she was in the Carrie remake. She played the mom. I know she's in a few other stuff. I can't remember at the top of my head. Sydney Sweeney, she's nice to look at as well, but she does have actually good acting chops. I'll give her that. I did see her in that movie, her movie that she produced, well, one of the movies that she co-produced or produced. Anyone But You. It's a knockoff of, a rom com. Pretty much Friends with Benefits almost gave me vibes, except it goes the generic route of they get to spoilers, they get together at the end. Um, so yeah. Um, but she was fine in this. I didn't mind her. What she had to do, what she was given, was fine. I don't like her character, so I guess you know, I guess she did well enough for me to hate her character, because I did hate her character by the end. It just literally uses her, basically like uses her mom for money, and even threatens the dog, which this dog in this movie is a pitiful guard dog, because at one point it acts all tough when it growls at certain times, but then when Sydney Sweeney is there and she's threatening to take the dog or get the boyfriend to handle the dog's all whiny, and I'm like, this woman not trained this dog to like attack. And then also when the drug dealer comes in the place and attacks her at one point after he demands her to give him money, the dog is nowhere to be found in that scene ever. And then later on, I think it shows up. I'm like, what? Where's the dog? And then this woman leaves her. Either she has a automatic, door that locks sometimes. Because I swear she said, "Come in" or something, and like a click at the door went off. So then like the door opened or something, or was able to open, I guess. Either she just leaves her door open, or not open, but unlocked, because nobody's gonna, she's out there in a secluded area, so likely somebody showing up is like 10%, or not 10%, but not likely to happen much. She just leaves her door unlocked at night and day, to where even the drug dealer comes in. Literally, he just walks in, just opens the door, nonchalantly walks around the house, and she's not bothered by this at all. So I mean, I guess, because she lost a person, and so she's really, really depressed. And she even says if she didn't have the horses, she wouldn't get out of bed. So that's how bad it is. And her daughter, again, horrible, horrible, horrible person, in my opinion. I get she's on drugs, but still, like, But I don't care for the ending of this where, I mean, granted, they did get the Jackie character, the drug dealer guy. They pinned it all on him, the murder of the dude, that the daughter, Sydney Sweeney, and her boyfriend had happened to them. But so, if anything, the positives is the cinematography. Some of the acting in this is fine to decent. And that's kind of it. Yeah, that's kind of it. Two things, I guess. The cinematography and the acting was decent to fine. But the writing in spots was just whatever. And I did also like the one, her best friend, Jessie. I did like her, because she's a hardcore number one friend. A friend that everybody should have, at least one hardcore, willing to do whatever it takes to, for you. That friend that you call up when you're in trouble, and no questions asked, they just help you. And she is that, so I give her that. I don't recommend this movie. I mean, I guess if you're a parent, you'll understand. Maybe, I heard that. I heard that in a review of Sinister Cinema's channel, where he mentioned if you're a parent, you'll probably like the movie more, and probably understand it more, or not understand, but I don't know. I forget how he worded it, but pretty much you'll get it more. You'll probably side with it more. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, this was a waste of my time. I was interested because I saw Sydney Sweeney in it, and I like her a good bit. Um, I did see her in what is it, Emulous or Emily, whatever it's called. That she also produced that horror movie, which I don't even